Hey, hey, Scooby-Doo! What's going on, guys? Cameron here with Canadian Gamer. Just got to head into a retro gaming store in my area, and I'm going to take a look at the Game Boy games today. Hell, maybe I'll look at the 360 games as well. You know how it is. Stay tuned. All right, we're back in the games room. Cheers. I hope you guys like the Christmas lights, the aesthetics here. That's the best I could do. I wanted to do a Christmas video this year, but just been a little bit too busy, unfortunately. So this is what you get, a pickups video. So before I show you what I picked up, I do want to show you, I posted an Xbox 360 collection video the other day, which was pretty well received. I do appreciate everyone who was kind enough to leave a comment or watch the video. I actually left out 6 games that were sitting on the shelf right in front of me, and I just forgot to show them off. So just want to quickly get this out of the way. I have Legends of WrestleMania. I've got the controversial game that went through development hell, 2 Human. Read up on that if you don't know what I'm talking about. Tales of Vesperia. I got here Odomedius Excellent, Brutal Legend, and Deus Ex Human Revolution. So just wanted to show that off. Now, before I show you my pickups, I did just want to maybe have a little bit of a conversation. Definitely a tough year for a lot of people out there. I know up here in Ontario, Canada, it's been announced here we're going into another lockdown as of Boxing Day. So I guess the Premier of Ontario, he talked to some medical professionals, and I guess the long story short, they probably think that if they don't shut the province down, everyone's going to go out on Boxing Day and they're going to shop. And then obviously you have New Year's Eve as well. So recipe for disaster as far as spreading the disease is concerned. So 28-day lockdown. It's going to affect a lot of people financially, I'm sure. So it's definitely tough. So 2020 was a tough year. It's going to seep into 2021, unfortunately. So I hope you guys are all doing well out there. I was listening to the radio the other day, and I was listening to, I guess you would call it talk radio, where these 2 women were talking. I had nothing better to listen to. And one of the women was saying, "What do you get the kids for Christmas? Do you get them the PS5, or do you get them something that's a little bit more inexpensive, excuse me?" And the other woman was saying, "Well, you can always give the gift of food." And I never really thought about it like that, but it's true. You could make something from scratch, or somewhat scratch. You could bake some cookies as an example, and you could give them to somebody. And giving someone a plate of food, or giving them treats or cookies or brownies or whatever it is, there's more. It can sometimes be a little bit more meaningful to give somebody something like that you took the time to make yourself, than to just throw a gift at somebody. So just some food for thought, no pun intended. If you're financially struggling out there, maybe use that as an option. Maybe you can bake something, maybe you can cook something. Maybe you can give the gift of food. I thought it was something that you think we would all think of, but I never really thought of it like that. So I thought that was really cool. I ended up baking some cookies the other night, and I gave them to a close friend, and she was very appreciative of that. So yeah, a little goes a long way sometimes. So let me show you what I picked up, and we'll end this video as I'm starting to ramble. So I went to the local used game, retro game store, whatever you want to call it, and for $4.99 I picked up, finally, a nunchuck for the Wii. Now this is actually an aftermarket nunchuck. I'm fine with that. So now I can finally play some of the games that have been sitting on my shelf. I've got here Cursed Mountain. Thanks again, Lawrence, for this. Really do appreciate it. Gonna try to pop that in this month. Far Cry Vengeance. I heard the nunchuck and the Wii remote works really good with that game. Mad World. And maybe I'll pop in a little Red Steel. So there you have it. And I have to say, if you were to ask me what's the one thing you purchased this year, gaming related, what was the best thing you purchased? I'd have to say probably the CRT that I just recently picked up in the Genesis room. It's just, man, you can't play these old games unless you have a CRT. And I was trying to do that with a flat screen with the Sega Genesis. And man, oh man, night and day difference. The CRT, I can never go back. I love it so much. I love it. So I also picked up Pga Tour Golf 2. Now I know this isn't for everybody. Not everybody's into golf games. I love golf games. I picked up off a recommendation a while ago Pebble Beach Golf Links, and I'm sorry, I'm not crazy on it. It's not the greatest golf game in the world. So that comes off the shelf, and this goes on the shelf. Pga Tour Golf 2, really good game. The gold standard for PGA Tour games would be PGA Tour 96. I just haven't found it in the wild yet, but this is really good. I played 18 holes last night, and I had a blast with it. And the last game I picked up, you may recall I mentioned this. I was in Kingston a while ago, and I think the guy at the retro store wanted a pretty penny for this game. Well, I was able to find it locally for $4.99, so about $5. And that's Pirates, Legend of the Black Buccaneer. I actually put this on the other day, and you guys are going to laugh. This is like Uncharted before Uncharted was actually a game series. This is like, I'm blown away by this. I was having a blast with it. It's a 3D platformer. Me talking about it doesn't do it justice. I need to show some gameplay footage of this. You're basically a pirate out on the island, scavenging for treasure, lost treasure. It's got a bit of a hack and slash element to it as well. The other pirate games on the PS2 and the original Xbox were actually created by different dev teams. No relations to this game. So Pirates, Legend of the Black Buccaneer, I think this is a true hidden gem. It doesn't even have its own Wikipedia page, so nobody knows about this game. So honestly, I'm going to try to put some gameplay footage up of this. The last thing I want to mention before I cut this video off, how are we doing for time here? At the 7-minute mark. Playing Cyberpunk 2077. This isn't going to resonate with everybody, but those of you who are playing it, if you're in the second act, maybe you know what I'm talking about. You get to this boss, I think it's the second boss in the game, and his name's Woodman. And my perks aren't high enough that I can have a conversation with the guy. So again, Cyberpunk 2077, it is a bit like Fallout. You know, if your perks aren't high enough, you might not be able to stealth your way through a situation. You might have to do straight up combat. And so this guy, Woodman, you walk into his office and he just starts unloading on you. And there's like no guns around, or you can get guns if you kill an NPC, but basically when you walk into this scenario, all your weapons are stripped from you when you walked into the club. So you don't have any weapons. So I was having a fucking hell of a time with this boss last night. I was getting frustrated with it because I was running in there with guns. I was running in there with the katana, and you hack away at him, but he's shooting at you and you're dead. Boom, you're dead. Boom, boom. So, I don't know. I went in one more time today with the katana, and I got right in his grill, just like if you were dirty boxing someone. It didn't give him any room to breathe, and I just kept slashing him with the katana, slashing away, and he's shooting me. He's shooting me up, and the screen's flickering. I'm getting low on energy, and I'm hacking away, and I fucking killed the guy. Thank fucking God. I don't know. I'm proud of it. You go on YouTube, and there's a bunch of videos online, walkthroughs on how to beat this guy, and you got people online, they're like unloading on this guy with a fucking machine gun, and they still can't kill this guy. I ran in there with a fucking katana, and he's shooting at me, but he couldn't really shoot me because I was like I said, I was right in his grill, so he didn't have enough breathing room to get a shot off. So if you guys are playing that game and you're having a tough time with him, you can go in there and slice him up with a katana. It will work. I did it. Trust me. Biggest gaming achievement of 2020. So yeah, having a blast with Cyberpunk. A new update, a new patch, hot patch came out today. Hot fix, what are they called? 1.06. So I have to check that out after I get off this video here. See what all the fuss is about. So that's going to do it. If I don't see you guys again, I wish you guys all a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. Thanks so much for watching. This is the Immortal Canadian Gamer, and you take care.